Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the Formula One. So y'all check this out. Now in the Formula One, just like every other sport, you got legends, right? You got legends, man. You got Michael Schumacher, Alan Prost, Ayrton Senna, you know what I'm saying? Goes back even farther than that to Fangio and those kind of dudes, and then you got the ones that's right under legends and stuff that was in there, like my favorite driver of all time, Juan Pablo Montoya and Jacques Villeneuve. Them my boys, because they was giving some not Ralph Schumacher, but your boy Michael Schumacher. They was giving them a little, little something. They got that little Indy car in them, and they come into the Formula One to try to pass people. So I like them, right? Of course, the legend right now is Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's six-time champion, so he's more than a legend in a minute here. And then Sebastian Vettel. So let's talk about Sebastian Vettel, four-time champion, legend, right? Right? He was going. Him and Lewis Hamilton. They both had four. Then we had to drive for five, didn't we? Drive for five was all the way live, but Lewis Hamilton went on and got his fifth one. So Vettel, at that point, started getting nervous and making a lot of mistakes. That Ferrari didn't really have pace all the time, but sometimes it did, right? So then all of a sudden, it was, I was telling you at the beginning of last year, well, shoot, it's going to be for Sebastian Vettel's point of view, Nick's mid six. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to get six. Lester Brown made a few mistakes. Leclerc even, passed him as a rookie. And so Lewis Hamilton got six. We didn't think Lewis Hamilton could get seven because that seemed outlandish at the time. Michael Schumacher with seven titles, that was Wilt Chamberlain type stuff. You ain't, how legends get, so many records that they're not even close. Nobody gonna ever get close to them. Like Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points in a game and stuff like that, averaging 50 points a season in the NBA, stuff like that. That's what you thought. That's what you thought Michael Schumacher stuff was about 7, 8 years ago. Don't lie. Now somebody with six and with a car good enough and talent good enough to maybe get seven. Let's see what happens. He better get it this year, though. I'm telling you, he got Valtteri Bottas to deal with, and Max Verstappen and them boys. He better get it this year because next year the cars are going to be overhauled, and you don't know who's going to be in the front. And so that's enough about Lewis Hamilton. But Sebastian Vettel, we know he's not been extended for Ferrari. He's not going to be driving for Ferrari next year, which is huge news because Sebastian Vettel went to Ferrari to be the legend like Michael Schumacher, to follow in his steps, a German driver driving for the what is it, Tifosi, and right, Scuderia, those kind of names that Ferrari got. They got all kind of nicknames, right? Drive for them boys because it's the most legendary team we got, and was hoping to get a title, just like Schumacher did. And Schumacher is the guy who mentored Vettel. So I know Vettel really, really wanted a title, not really one, but a couple of titles at Ferrari. Unfortunately, he didn't get it, right? So you're hearing, and they almost finalized this deal that he's going to go to Aston Martin, right, next year. I think that's a great idea. Now, Aston Martin is this year Racing Point, and I'll be honest, I was like, who the hell is Racing Point all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything about Formula One. Who the hell is Racing Point? But they got the nerve to be up in the standings and doing good a little bit. But that's gonna be Aston Martin next year. And I'm gonna tell you why this is a good idea from Racing Point's perspective and Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel was simple to be in a car that's gonna probably be up around the front of the grid. That's important. He can't just go in any car. You've seen that with Fernando Alonso, who, by the way, is coming back to the Formula One. But you saw that Fernando Alonso was getting that 25 million and stay at McLaren, but he was in a parade back there waving at people because he wasn't had nothing to do with winning for a couple of years. But for 25 million, you would do it too. But Fernando Alonso is a legend. He's a two-time champion, and for a long time, he was considered the best driver on the grid. Right? That's why I thought it was awesome for Lewis Hamilton to come in his rookie year and give Fernando Alonso fits at McLaren. Right? But it was McLaren Mercedes at the time. Now, Vettel, it would be good at Aston Martin because the car is going to be good. It's going to be good. I got a feeling about that. Now, the team owner is Lance Stroll's pop. I don't know Lance Stroll's pop's name, his first name. I ain't gonna lie to you, don't know it, but he's a Stroll. He's the main Stroll, and the bros in control, right? So that's that. So, and Lance Stroll is one of the up and comers. You put him right behind, and the only reason you put him behind because his car ain't that good. You put him behind Leclerc, and you put him definitely behind Max Verstappen. because Verstappen ain't playing, right? That's why I like it because Verstappen ain't stopping. That's the bottom line with Verstappen. So you need those guys, but they also have good cars, especially Leclerc, of course, right? But this Lance Stroll and Landon Norris and those boys are coming, and they ain't trying to be driving behind people too long either. And if you're a team owner, but got the nerve to be a father too, because your son is driving for the team, then you're going to want to put a world champion as the partner for your son because he's going to learn some things. And that's a good move for both of them. So I'm going to say it like this. Congratulations for Formula One fans because we still going to have Sebastian Vettel on the grid, and we do need that because that's a legend. We don't just want one legend out there. We got two, right? And he's going to be in a competitive car, and Lance Stroll going to be making more noise when Sebastian Vettel gets there. So let's see what happens going forward. I think that was great news coming from the Formula One. What y'all think? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.